Hi there, and welcome to The Salted Pepper, where we cook for real life using real food and we keep it real simple. And today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious French onion dip in the Ninja Foodi. The first thing we're going to do is get the Ninja Foodi turned on, sear saute on high, and hit start. Then we're going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. I have 3 here. I think that's going to be plenty. We're going to add that to the pot and let that start to melt. Meanwhile, you want to get 2 small sweet onions or 1 large sweet onion. You want about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of onions for this dip. And the way you want to cut them is first cut them in half, then take the stem end off, peel the paper back, and if you need to take the first layer, sometimes you have to take the first layer of the onion off, that's fine. Now with the root end still attached, the easiest way I find to slice this onion for this dip is to just take it down the center, almost all the way to the root, but not quite, so it's still holding together there. And then we're just gonna take our knife, watch your fingers, of course, tuck them back, which I have a hard time doing sometimes, and then just take your sharp knife and go down and cut little strips about 1/8 of an inch thick. You do not want to have thick strips of onions for this dip because we want them to flavor the dip, but not necessarily, pull out on our chip when we dip into the French onion dip. So that's it. So do that until you have about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of onions. And of course, if you don't want that much onion flavor, you could always just use 1. It doesn't matter. But I found that when I tested it with 1, it just didn't quite have enough. So we're going to go with 2. And then just dump the onions in. And now what we want to do is get a good caramelization on the onions. But instead of sitting here for like 25 minutes, because that's about how long it takes to do a low and slow cook on the onions to really caramelize them and soften them, let out their sweetness. We're gonna let the butter melt, we're gonna saute for a few minutes, and then we're gonna put the crisper lid down and we're gonna go ahead and air crisp them, and it speeds up everything and just turns out a perfect sauteed onion. So let's just let this heat up. All right, so the pot's starting to heat up, the butter's starting to melt, but we still have a little ways to go. So while that's heating up, let me go over the other ingredients in this dip because it's so easy. It's just 4 more ingredients. 5, I'm sorry, a little salt. So what I have here is a tablespoon of onion powder. Now you could start off with 1 teaspoon and kind of add it in until you get that onion flavor you like, but I found that a tablespoon of the onion powder worked perfectly. And then I have 3 green onions that I just chopped up, and they're probably in about 1/4 inch chop there, dice, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to add those in. That gives that pretty green color, and they'll soften up and they kind of disappear, but they do give that little bit of green color that just looks great in the dip. And then we have 1 pint, 16 ounces of sour cream, any brand that you like is fine, and 1 package of cream cheese, and then a little bit of salt, and that is it, guys. And this makes the best French onion dip I've ever had in my life. All right, I'm gonna give this just a little stir here, and then we're gonna add in a little salt. Now, you can salt this to your liking. What I found is about 3/4 of a teaspoon is what worked great. So I'm just gonna get out 1/4 teaspoon here, which I have 1 teaspoon, so I'm just gonna go about 3/4 of the way. Just put that in there. So again, you could start off with like 1/4 of a teaspoon or 1/2 of a teaspoon, see what it tastes like at the end, and then go from there, that's fine. All right, so I'm gonna give that a stir, and then we're just gonna let these start to brown. This will take probably about 5 minutes or so, and we'll let them just when they start to look like they're browning up, then we're gonna put the tender crisp lid down and go ahead and air crisp them up. So it's kind of funny how I came up with this dip, and it's so simple. I mean, I'm sure somebody else has put these ingredients together too, but I didn't look it up or anything like that. I had a craving about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago for some French onion dip. And so I asked my husband if he would pick some up with some chips. We're not big snackers, so we don't usually keep that in the house. I don't think I've had French onion dip in years and years. So he brought it home, and I was like, nah, this is horrible. And it's not at all what I remember. It was a weird consistency. It just had like a fake flavor to it. So I was not happy with that at all. Didn't even eat it. And then I thought, you know what? I can make one really easily. So I threw some ingredients in the pot and it was so good that I had to share it with you because this is gonna be a hit at any party that you have. Just make it up ahead of time, put it in the refrigerator, and then just before your guests arrive, plop it in a bowl with some chips. And it is going to be a hit, let me tell you. All right, so we're just starting to get some color. And ordinarily, if we were gonna caramelize these completely, we would stand here for another 20 minutes. But there's a shortcut with the Ninja Foodi, and we're gonna put the crisper lid down and go over to the air crisp function. 390 is fine, and we're gonna hit start, and we only need to do this about 5 minutes. So this is a super, super quick little shortcut. So in 5 minutes, we're gonna really caramelize all those onions, get the rest of our ingredients in, and then we're gonna slow cook it. But you don't have to slow cook it. I'm gonna slow cook it for about an hour because I think that really helps to develop the flavors and everything just, I don't know, it comes out so perfect when you do that. But you don't have to. You could certainly use the sear saute on a medium or medium low and just stir it until all of the cream cheese is melted and everything's incorporated and it tastes good to you. Then you could serve it right away, warm, because it's really good warm, or you could put it in the fridge and let it set up a little bit and chill a little bit. All right, so we just have, I don't know, about 40 seconds left to go, and I'm gonna peek real quick. Oh, they're looking perfect. All right, great. Now, if they're not getting as much browning as you would like, you could certainly extend this time to maybe 6 or 7 minutes, but keep an eye on it because they will burn pretty quickly if you just let it go like for 10 minutes or something like that. So I think we're gonna be fine though at the 5-minute mark, and see how quick and easy that was? I absolutely love caramelizing onions using the Ninja Foodi. It just really shaves off a ton of time. All right, so it's gonna go through the cool cycle, which just takes a couple of seconds, and then it will turn off and we will add in the rest of our ingredients. Perfection. In fact, I just wouldn't even recommend going any longer than the 5 minutes. They look absolutely perfect. And this would be a great way to make onions for French onion soup, which is a recipe I really need to get working on because I love French onion soup. All right, so I'm gonna add in the sour cream now, and this is 1 pint, 16 ounces of sour cream. Any brand that you like is fine. And then save your container because you can put the dip right back into it there and store it in the fridge. Next, I'm gonna put in the 1 tablespoon of onion powder and kind of stir that up. And the green onions, get those out and stir this all up. And that's just to incorporate all of that onion powder so we don't hit pockets. Now the bottom of the Foodi is still nice and hot. Oh, that looks so good already. All right, so now let's add in the cream cheese. Now this would, if it was softened cream cheese, like room temperature, it would melt a little bit faster. Mine is cold right out of the fridge, but it's no problem because I am gonna go ahead and do the 1 hour slow cook because I really liked the way it turned out. All right, so I'm just gonna break this up a little bit. Now you could turn on the sear saute, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna break it up a little bit and I'm gonna get the pressure lid on and I'm gonna slow cook. And then I usually stir a couple times. It's not absolutely necessary, but that's what I do. And then, you know, I also take a chip and taste it because, you know, that's what we have to do when we're cooking. We have to give things taste so we know if they're good. All right, that looks good. Now let me just get this, actually I can use this here. Get the rest of this cream cheese off of the scraper. All right, so get that done. Everything looks good. Now, when you're slow cooking with the Ninja Foodi, it does not heat up really fast. So don't be alarmed by that. It is a more controlled, slower heat up process, which I happen to like because it doesn't boil things. So definitely don't worry about that if it takes a while. So when you're slow cooking, make sure that the valve in the back is to the vent position. That's very important. You want it to be vented when you're slow cooking. I know some people are putting it over to seal, but that is not correct. You do not want to do that. Leave it vented. All slow cookers have a lid that has a vent hole. So this is nothing new or anything like that. So keep it vented. And we'll go over to the slow cook. High is what we want, and we're gonna hit start. It defaults to 4 hours. You could leave it in there for 4 hours, but it's only gonna take about an hour. And that's it, guys. We have made the French onion dip. It is so delicious. I cannot wait for you to try this recipe. So we're gonna let this cook for about an hour, and then I'll be back to do the taste test. All right, so our French onion dip has been slow cooking for about an hour and 10 minutes, and I just went ahead and turned the Ninja Foodi off. You can check during the slow cook and stir, and you don't have to worry about anything when the valve is vented. You just remove the lid at any time, give it a stir, and put it back on. So, all right, so let's get the lid off, and let's give this a stir. It looks really good. Looks really good. So it's a good consistency right now too. So what I'm gonna do is put it back into my sour cream container and get it in the fridge to kind of set up, because a lot of people like to eat their French onion dip cold, and that's fine. I prefer it a little on the warm side or room temperature side, but we're gonna taste it both ways because I want you to see the consistency of it when it gets cold. Now you won't be able to get all of it in to your sour cream container, but you know what, that's perfectly fine because you are probably going to want to eat some right away. So it leaves a little bit left over for you to taste and enjoy while you're waiting for this to cool. All right, let me get that cleaned off and then put this here. I think that's, yeah, that's good. Lid goes on. That's fine. I'll pop that in the fridge, but let's taste it while it's warm. Just get a little bit here on my plate. It smells so good. I mean, it really smells like a really good French onion dip. All right, so get this one. All right, so I'm gonna try to get a little bit of the onion that we caramelized as well as one of the chopped onions. I think I got 3 of those chopped onions. Wow, that is perfect. Now this is how I would like to eat it, but again, I know a lot of people like to eat it on the cold side, so I'm gonna get it in the refrigerator and let it chill down some, and then I will taste test the French onion dip when it's cold. All right, so our French onion dip has been in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, and now I'm gonna taste it cold. It looks so good. It's the perfect consistency. It's not too thick, but it is, you know, thicker than obviously when it was warm. But still you can get a chip in there and it doesn't break the chip or anything, so that's awesome. I don't know, guys. I might be changing my mind. It might be better cold. I like it both ways though. You really can't go wrong. Wow. That is hands down the best French onion dip that I've ever had. Super easy to make, and you know what went into it. You know, that's the important thing. I read the ingredients on the back of the jar one that I bought. It had a weird aftertaste, and I was looking at the ingredients, and most of them I'm not even sure how to pronounce, and I certainly don't know what they are. So I like the fact that this is simple and made with ingredients that really has 1 or 2 ingredients. I think the cream cheese might have 4 ingredients in there, but this is basically cultured cream and an enzyme, that's it. So we know what's going into our food when we make things from scratch. So I really urge you to give it a try. Oh, I just can't get enough of this dip. It is so delicious. And see how easy it is to make things homemade? You can do it too. I've got tons of recipes where you can make things from scratch. They taste better, they don't take that much more time, and it is so worth the effort. I will link to my Asian sticky wings because they would be another appetizer that could go on your party table. And I'll link to those right over there.